Hi everyone, this is Hadi Hong here again, and this is another video of the CELCIUS Training Weapon AKM. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for the support and patience. Some of you may ask why it takes so long to build the CELCIUS Training Weapon AKM. It is because what you buy is a very serious training weapon, and it's a very expensive gun. And we really want to give you more than what you pay for. So in this video, I'm going to show you what is the level of quality controlling and what will you get when you buy a CELCIUS Training Weapon AKM. First, let's start with this patented CELCIUS AKM gearbox. We have to make sure that all of these gears are moving smoothly when we assemble this gearbox. All of them. All gears must turn smoothly. And as you can see, there are 3 gears here. But when I designed this gearbox, I calculated the gear dimension and ratio so that if you remove the middle gear here, these 2 gears can be used for your M4 gearbox. And the other thing is that there is no trigger in this gearbox. You don't see any trigger here. It is because the trigger stays inside the receiver. So when you remove the gearbox or when you open the gearbox, there's no trigger. Trigger is here. And this feels like just like a real steel. Trigger stays inside the receiver. Just in case if you need to open the gearbox for maintenance in the future, the area where the shafts are installed are reinforced. So this area are reinforced. So the gearbox will not break under normal use, and this is guaranteed. But please understand that there are thin area here and here, and if you separate the case and you press it this way, you may break this part. Okay, so please be careful. This won't break as long as you do not open the gearbox, and if the gearbox just running inside the gun, this thing is solid. It won't break. So if you need a professional service, just find our dealers like CELCIUS, eHobbyAsia, OVERTUNE, asiaRsoft. You can send the gun to them, or you can also send the gun to us for repair or maintenance, or to do some modification with the real steel mag pull like this one. This gun will be available, this mag pull version will be available from eHobbyAsia shortly. Now let's move on to the barrel. As you can see, the machining of this barrel is amazingly good. Okay, the cut here is mirror finish. Okay, it's really high precision parts, and if you install it to the trunnion, you won't see any wobble. First, look at the hole here. It fits really nicely, and if I move it like this, there's no wobble whatsoever. This is the workmanship of CELCIUS AKM. So everybody who are working here are trained to assemble this gun precisely, and if there's any imperfection, they need to remove the part, and they should not install it, and we should not sell that part. As you can see here, all of these are installed just like the real steel gun. As you can see here, there are pins that holds this muzzle. When you buy the gun, you need to make sure that this pin can be moved freely. no rust inside, otherwise you get some problem when opening the muzzle. It happens in the real steel as well. And this thing here, these are really nicely fitted to the barrel, the front side here. There should be no wobble whatsoever, and there are no screws underneath the front side. And the gas block here also, no screw underneath here. It's all supported by these two pins. Moving up to the rear side base here, it's also really solid. And if you shake the gun, you won't hear any loud noise. It's actually just a really silent sound from the mainspring. Now let's move on to the magazine. Now I have the patented CELCIUS AKM magazine here. And for your information, the bottom part here is steel. We want to give you a real feeling like, and when you cover the plate like that, actually, and the real steel, it's made out of steel. So this part here is steel. And the inner case is compatible with the real steel magazine. So if you have a real steel magazine, 30 round magazines, you can remove all of the spring and put the inner case just like that, and then put back the base plate. And this magazine should fit nicely into the bottom of the receiver. As you can see, some of the real steel manufacturer are machining this area here, but this one is high precision metal stamp. So when you install it, you will hear a really nice click, and then even if you shake it, the magazine is not wobbling. So as you know now, the installation of this gun is difficult for everyone here, and this is one of the reasons why it takes so long to assemble one gun. Even if you look at the refits here, they are all nicely done. This is not a cheap built AKM. Now if you look at from the side, there should be no gaps. All of these refits must be done nicely. It should be flat with the receiver, and you cannot see any dent, like if the refit is pushed too hard. And all of these are nicely done, and that's what we give you when you buy the AKM. And even here, we want to make sure that you have the really nice click sound, you know. Okay, now we can move on to the shooting and the functioning of the gun. Some of you asked if the CELCIUS Training Weapon AKM has the function like the real steel. The answer is yes. If you switch to semi and you pull the trigger, the gun won't fire. And then you load the magazine, you pull the trigger, still the gun won't fire. You need to cock it. Okay? Now the gun is ready to fire. And please remember to pull the trigger lightly, as it's good for the accuracy. And also you need to remember that there's an ECU inside the gearbox. Okay, now let's fire. Auto. Now, the gun will stop and the magazine is empty. One bullet should come out. As you can see, the magazine is empty. One of the most important considerations when choosing a good rifle is balance. What I seriously consider when designing the internal of the CELCIUS AKM is also the weight of the original rail steel. So I need to choose a suitable material for the internal, so the weight of this CELCIUS AKM will be exactly just like the real one. Now let's take a look at the balance point of this rifle. The CELCIUS AKM is balanced right in the middle. It is about 44.5 centimeter from the front and 44.5 centimeter from the rear. It also balanced amazingly about 10.5 centimeter from this point to the trigger, which is really amazing. Now here is about 10.5 centimeter, which is around 4 inch. I think this is really amazing. This is known as the pointability of a rifle. It is the speed and ease of getting rifle on the target naturally. Okay, I love the balance so much, but I think I really need to stop playing with it. There are a lot that I would like to share with you guys, but as always, this is not the right time to make a long video. There are plenty of AKM that we need to deliver ASAP. The CELCIUS AKM is made and assembled for the high-end users, and we are doing our best to give you a great gun. Once again, thank you very much for your support. Thank you for watching the video.